It's recording, so.
Alright. So we've given you some things to do in terms of stretching. I think you're good on those, but let's start giving you some things to really help develop a sense of control in the muscles. And once we're able to get some stability through there, typically with people, they find that the contortion will get less, especially when combined with the other things I have you doing. So you don't necessarily need to do these every day. I'd recommend doing them every day, but if we can at least do them 4 times a week, that's pretty good. But every day is the best, but 4 days is good too if you can't get to it. So I'm going to start with some stuff. I'll name the repetitions and the amount of times you should do it on a daily basis, and then I'll send this to you. So first thing, while I'm standing, I don't know if I have you doing this yet, but if we can get you having a cue, this can help to develop better bending, but it's also allowing for a better control through here. So if you take a pole and you place it at the back of your head between your shoulder blades and right to the base of your spine, it's a good way to develop great bending sense, great motor control of your bending. So what I want to do are one of two things. So I'm going to try to keep my knees locked, and I'm going to try to bend through my hips, meaning I'm driving my hips backwards, and I'm also feeling a little bit of an internal rotation as I descend down. And I'm going until I feel a really extreme pull on the back of my legs. Now, in your case, this might be something where you're just literally doing...
Probably that much, yeah.
This much. Okay, which is okay. So what you're doing is you're trying to feel control and drive through the hips, and you're also creating that tension through the core and reaching it through your back. So that's, as you notice, it's sturdy and rigid. I'm not moving it whatsoever. And I'm moving all through here. So it's down and in, so back
right,
and inwards. And then as I come up, I'm using my glutes. I'm trying to push with my hips. Now, if you're really flared up and you can't get that one, you can also do it kneeling. So same thing. So you're going to try to drive down. Notice I'm driving my hips back. I'm kind of pulling them in. I'm trying to get my butt as close to my back or my heels as possible. And at the same time, I'm also trying to make my body parallel with the floor. So same thing, I'm tightening through here. I'm bending down and in through my glutes, and then I really get that pop or firing upwards as I come back up. And now, as you notice, I'm barely putting any pressure on this pole. It's just there to give me a cue.
Yeah, just to hold yourself straight. Right?
A lot of people, they really slam it on there because they want to keep it, because like I kind of cheat. See how I'm... This is what you don't want to do.
Right.
But they like force it on their back so it stays there.
Right.
But, it's more for a cue for control. The other way you can do it up top, you don't necessarily need to keep your legs fully straight. You can put a little bend in them.
Right. For me, that would be easy to do with the bend.
Yeah. So the objective is to try to get your body parallel with the floor, because this is what you would have to do in order to lift something.
Right.
Right. So like at work, lifting any block or anything like that, it's gonna just give you better motor control. All right. So there's those. Then from there, we're going to do just a lot of floor work for now. So the first thing I think I've already shown you to do, start off with some very simple side planks. So you can start with your knees on the floor.
Right.
And you're just basically thinking about your body being in a straight line. Yep. And then also elevated and straight as well. So you can just hold this for a while. If you feel comfortable, you can go into the full. And what you do with a plank is you're just going to hold it until you start to feel shaky, and then you're going to hold it for about 5 more seconds after that.
That's probably going to be instantly for me. I don't know.
Okay. We got to start somewhere, right?
Everything's just so weak around this area.
Ideal would be 15 seconds to start with. If you can get to 30, that's really great. And three repetitions of that. So 3 reps of 15 to 30 seconds on both sides. Let me go back to this. I'm just going to show you again, I forgot. So with this one, you're going to do 3 rounds of 12 to 15. So it's just nice, slow, and controlled.
Right.
And take a break after the 1 round. So 3 rounds of 12 to 15. All right, so from there, I think I've shown you this one before too, but let's just really focus on doing it again. So left leg, get it down as best as you can. Remember, you want to brace while you're doing this. It should be that 10-20% effort. And you're going to bring your hands under your back. Now, why this is great is because your hands are here to allow your elbows to pivot up, but your hands are also under your back, so you can recognize whether or not you're pressing your back into the floor.
Right.
If you're doing that, you want to try to get more control through here by creating more tension. So what we do with this one, right knee up, left leg straight. You're going to just simply lift your leg like an inch. Lift your elbows about an inch, and then your head an inch.
So you want to straighten your body, kind of.
Yep. This entire time I'm bracing, and
Right.
you notice that as I did all 3 of those movements, my back didn't move at all.
Right.
So there's still a nice, decent neutral arch, and I'm just trying to create control. 10-second hold, and you're just going to do that about 5 times. So 5 repetitions of 10-second holds, and then you can switch the leg. You could do a second set, but you might already kind of be burnt out from that. And then let's just give you one more for the week here. So your knees are going to be bent, and this is going to be more for control of the arms with core control. So if you have like a weight or something of like 5 pounds or something like that, you can hold on to it, or even something as simple as like a ball.
I got a watermelon.
No, that's perfect. Just anything. What you're going to do is you're going to do that bracing, and you're going to slowly bring the weight down towards the floor, and then slowly bring it back up.
And while you have that small arc in your lower back.
Yeah, exactly. So you want to try to notice whether or not your back moves. You don't want your back to move at all. The only thing that's really moving on me is my shoulder blades and my arms.
So what does that exercise do, basically?
So if you have a weight, you're going to feel an impressive amount of activation in the stomach. It seems like you wouldn't, but if your arms are straight and you're only doing work with your shoulder blades, you're going to feel like right around here, especially, immediate engagement, immediate taxing of the muscles here. So I'm bracing the entire time through my stomach, through my back. As I get down towards this lower area, that's where I'm going to really start to feel that control be even more pronounced. The bottom end ranges, so here, and then as you transition back up, those are the 2 times you're probably going to feel it the most.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, I highly recommend like even a 10-pound dumbbell. You could just have in your hand.
Yeah, I have one of those.
Perfect.
Yeah.
So you just start with that. Three sets of 12 will be good for that one, and we'll just keep it easy for right now.
Okay.
So I already gave you a bunch of stretches, so just continue to do those. I'll send you this video, and then just do